Perfect.
Hey y'all, hey. Welcome back. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the newest edition of the Queens of Boxing Talk. I am your girl, Nik-J, and this is my player partner, the businesswoman, Boxiana, the Menace. How y'all doing out there? It's good to see you. Friend, what Glenda say? It's good to see us, isn't it? Hey, y'all, we are back. It is Recap Sunday. And boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to discuss, okay? Y'all come on in the room. Your girls are back from our trip to San Antonio, and we have some things to talk about, okay? We saw y'all on Friday night, but we're back in our regular scheduled digs and whatnot. And so, yeah, it's good to see y'all. Good to be back. And thank y'all for joining us. Okay, come on in the room. Welcome to the Queen's Court. Share the episode. Okay, hit the like button on your way in. All right, let's get it started because we got a lot to cover. Friend, are you recovered? You look cute and fresh-faced.
Listen, when I say barely, I do mean barley, baby. Barley.
Somebody would be tickled at you saying that like that.
You know what? Listen, baby. Y'all, you know what? Me and my friend, we're funny. We really know how to make people giggle just a tiny bit, and it's exciting for us. I'm not wearing this because all that glare is getting on my nerves. I don't know why it does that when I sit here. But no, I have not recovered. I have recently have been finding clips of myself across the internet. I didn't know existed. Y'all, if y'all just so my voice clips, not me.
Yes,
you will hear my voice, but you won't see me. When I say you will hear my voice, I didn't know I was that loud. But you know what? I was down there by the camera. Cause you know why? I had a promoter pass.
You didn't know you was that loud, friend?
No, I didn't. I did not know I was that loud.
Oh, okay. All right.
My voice is small, tiny, petite.
Okay. That's what you say.
It was.
I'm gonna let you get it off today. I ain't gonna even because I'm
oh baby, y'all listen. Y'all gonna have to shut me up today. Y'all gonna have to shut me up today. Can't nobody shut me up today, actually. But yeah. People was talking all that. Yeah. Frank washed. I seen y'all. Saw what y'all was saying. Or yeah, friend. I was in manic mode. Matter of fact, Janae, check your messages and listen.
Y'all come on in. Come on into the Queen's Court. We appreciate y'all. I know you've been waiting all day. You know, we come on a little later after everybody then got it off and whatnot. But we coming with real live reactions because we were boots on the ground in San Antonio. Okay. And I do mean boots on the ground. Baby, oh my God, we got so much to cover. So welcome Sean Terrence 76, no, 7204 is in the house. How you doing, Sean? And we got a super chat early in the show. We appreciate you so much. At 28 online with the $5. He says the Queens wore all black yesterday for a reason. Congratulations, Frank Martin. Listen, dressed in all black like the owner.
My friend was so mad at me because I made a post and she was like, "Friend."
She cut up so bad, y'all. She cut up so bad, y'all. She cut up so
Y'all
bad.
don't understand the work that has been put into that moment. All of my hard work got seen yesterday. Y'all saw a whole. Ooh, baby, what I said. When I say I come to cut up today, I've come to
Listen,
cut. I've come to
well,
cut.
the cut is gonna continue because she cut up yesterday. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, 28 online. We appreciate that super chat. Black Attack is here. How you doing, Georgia Peach Denise? Hey girl, hey. What's going on? Pablo Escobar is in the house. Amplify. Hey Harvey, how you doing? Random Thoughts is in the house. Shogun 76. Convos with Cam. Hey Cameron. Sticks and Gels, how you doing? Nakia, make them freeze. Corbin, what's going down? OG Market 71. Bionic Prince is in the house. Soda Black, how you doing? Who else we got? Earl Ferry, hey, what's going down? Yes, indeed. Boxing, how you doing? What's going on? Who else we got? Mo, how are you? Mo 2013 is in the house. Our good brethren. What's going down? D21519. Keisha Sellers. Hey girl. Hey, how are you? 88 Sports Talk is in the house. Mr. Big Play Bray. What's up? Kishwa. Now I be messing this up sometimes, but I'm gonna try. Kishwarm Meacham. Hey, how you doing? Keisha looks, I'm gonna just say, is that I can't see the avatar. Hey, though, because we be seeing you all the time. Let me bring you up. Specs, how you doing? Hey, Shaquille, what's going down? Loud Pack Bob is in the house. The messenger, I always see you. Brent Fox, what's going on, Brent? Pack, the phenomenal Mexican is here. Baby, we almost got locked up. But it wasn't.
Baby, I fell. I got one up for y'all. I fell down. You heard me?
Y'all, when I tell y'all how bad she cut up. Okay. Anyway. Bella, hey girl, how you doing? Tay Tay, is that you? The real queen of MMA? Hey girl, hey. Blood Sports, how you doing? Let me see. Real Malachi Ross Boxing. Well, hello there. Are you gonna take over 160? Do it to it then. Janae, our girl, A-Side, what's going down? Who else? Who else we got in here? I think that's everybody. Big Joe Townsend is in the house. Hey, Joe. The home team with Blackberry. How are you? Who else we got? Hey, mommy. How you doing? Okay, that's it. We can get into it because there's a lot to get into. So listen, my friend has been in there. What?
I can do it. Remember I said I couldn't reach people up? I have to switch over. I have to switch over to us and do it like that. I just did it. I just did it.
Okay. So, let's start with you because my friend, she has been working diligently behind the scenes, you guys. We ain't gonna get into, the official, the leak. We ain't gonna get into the depths of the depths, but just know my friend has been working diligently behind the scenes to get our good brethren, Frank Martin, back in the ring and back on point or whatnot. She a part of the team and stuff. So she's very, 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 this is near and dear to her heart. And y'all don't know my friend like I know my friend. So I be having to coach her through. Okay. So I was so happy.
Ain't no little bit, a lot of bit. Listen, I almost gave my friend a panic attack herself because when my anxiety is high, it's bad, y'all. It's really bad. And my friend talking about a little bit, it's a lot of bit bad. And when I got big stuff going on, like coming up, I get really, really, really anxious. But like, I was calm this morning. I was my normal self this morning. She was like, I woke up, walked my friend down to her. Like I did, I was my normal self.
No.
Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand.
Okay, so look, we're gonna get into it because we got a whole lot to talk about. So my friend got there. She was there. She's been there since she was in San Antonio Wednesday. She got there Wednesday, so she been shaking and moving, dotting I's and crossing T's. So when I get there, you know, everything pretty much is in cruise control for the most part. But this is why I say we work really well as a team because she is I'm way reserved. My friend is not. Okay, she's going to meet the people. She's going to shake the hands. She's going to rub the elbows. She's going to make sure we are where we're supposed to be. Okay, I'm gonna be there, and once I peep the scene, then I'm gonna tiptoe on out there. But this one right here, yeah, yeah. So by the time I get there, there's already wheels in motion, right? Okay. So I get there and we get we go we it's weigh in day. So we go to the weigh in. Well, um we go to the weigh-ins and my friend was a little bit unhappy with it, but we made it do what it do. Go ahead.
I wasn't just a little bit unhappy. I was a lot of bit unhappy. That was the most unorthodox shit I've ever seen before in my life. I hated it. I never want to attend anything like that ever again. PBC, I know y'all in here. It's early. I never want to see anything like that again, ever, 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 ever.
You know what? I forgot we came on Friday. So we talked about the weigh in a little bit. We talked about the weigh in a little bit. And yes, that's who she is, phenomenal Mexican. But I want to tell y'all this. Did we talk about Stephen Fulton and those braids on Friday? Can y'all remind
A
us?
tiny bit. We did. We did.
Did we talk about Stephen Fulton and the braids?
Yeah, that because you told them y'all need to get some women on y'all team to tell y'all to get your braids in advance. Did you see? We had a person with braids on the card. He got his hair braided in advance because you need a woman on the team.
Okay. No extensions. So, okay, so fight night. Okay, fight night. You girls get glammed up. Now, I I'll leave it to my friend because I knew this was a big thing for her. It's nothing wrong with dudes in braids, TZ Frank, but Cool Boy Steph had gotten fresh braids and he had gotten extensions added in. He had got a little hair added to make them give him a little bit of hang time, and that causes even more tension, and they were even tighter. And the reason I know that is because I was watching him during the weigh-in, and he kept doing this to he kept doing that. So you know it was bothering him. Okay. So if I'm looking at that and I'm on team Oshaki Foster, if I'm his sister or somebody, I'm telling him tear that hairline to smithereens and do it early because he's already bothered by it. Okay. If he comes to that ring and he got them tight ass braids in there, tear that damn hairline to smithereens because he's already uncomfortable. Okay. Well, when we get to talking about the fight, we'll go into it even more. But that's what I mean. Small things like that you can see when you're actually at weigh-ins and stuff. Anyway, so we get to fight night. And I'm like, friend, what we wearing? You know, we going casual. We going to be cute. You know, how we doing this? So she say, what you tell me? What you tell me? Tell them what you said.
We gonna be on the floor. We gonna dress up.
That's what she said. Now, I like to dress up. I don't care nothing about dressing up, dressing down, cute, casual, kill them cute, whatever. I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that. But she is typically teen tomboy kind of
You hear
cute,
me? I'm
but
showing up in a t-shirt, some jeans, and a really nice tennis shoe. I do not dress. Somebody, you know what? Now I see why y'all be calling me masculine. I can understand it now. I couldn't understand it. I kind of got mad a little bit, but I didn't realize it till the other day, till Saturday, that I ain't really like I ain't that ladylike. Not at all. Not even in a little bit.
well, well. She decided she wanted to be so ladylike. She finna she put on a dress and a long one with heels, sandal heels, with her toes out and stuff. So I'm like, that's how we come. That's what we gonna do. So then I said, okay, well, she showed me her dress. She had all black everything. I said, okay, I could do all black. And I looked at the weather. It was gonna be a little cool. So I know me. My feet got to be comfortable. Whatever we're doing, I'm past the hill no matter what age. Feet got to be comfortable. Okay. So I had a little boot. But it had a little heel on it, but it was very walkable, very doable, very comfortable. I had on all black as well. I had on pants and a jacket, shirt, cute, casual, not casual, cute, comfortable. This one decided she wanted to hurt something. Okay, so she got some little skin showing, covered but see-through, little skin showing. And this is what I learned about my friend. You don't know stuff till you travel with people. So I learned about my friend that she's the friend that she not finna look. If I'm booking something, I'm gonna book and see what's around it. I'm gonna see what the parking situation is. I'm gonna see how long it takes to get there from A to B. If I get something new, I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna see if I'm comfortable in it. She didn't do that. So that cute sandal she
It was
had, that cute
off.
sandal.
It was off. The phenomenal Mexican Big Country came out last night. Late last night, Big Country made an appearance. I had enough with them fucking shoes. So
y'all.
I took them shoes off and I walked through the Spurs arena to the parking lot with my shoes in my hand. I came home and took a bath because I ain't dirty like that. But
Feet was gripping the
you damn
concrete.
right. Y'all, I fell. And I feel so bad that security, because me and my friend have detail when we travel. So security had to come pick me up off the floor and ask me, did I need to go? Matter of fact, not ask me, force me to go see the doctor to make sure I was straight. Okay.
Y'all, I say you could not have written this. I cackled so many times last night, y'all. It just, yeah, she brought out
G-Ball.
G-Ball, she
G-Ball.
brought
When I tell you I went straight through that bitch, I mean I went straight through that bitch.
I was so ashamed, y'all. I was
I
so
wasn't
ashamed.
ashamed. My feet was pretty. Listen, my feet was cute as hell. I walked right through that parking lot with them with my foots out.
No, arrow cut water wasn't even involved. This is just her.
No,
This is just
no,
her. This is just
no. There is no footage, and if
I
we
would
don't record,
never.
we won't record stuff for because I do. Listen, I get a little embarrassing sometimes. Sometimes Big Country can't control herself, and it come out. I
Y'all.
sure did. I walked through the arena, down the elevator, out the front door, through the first part of the parking lot, through the second part of the parking lot, to my vehicle. Started my car before I got there, let my friend in. I got in, and then we drove off. Because you know what? I was hungry. I had only had 2 chips and a piece of water for like 2 days. I was starving.
Y'all. It was a sight to behold. But let's go back because we took y'all to the end. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay.
Yeesh.
So we get there. I am typically in charge of seat arrangement, picking seats, and stuff like that when we go and move around. So this particular fight, the fight in Fort Worth, we had great seats. We were on the row, right? The first row in the lower um level, right after the floor seats is where we were in Fort Worth, which I love those seats because you're a little bit elevated. Well, this time we were on the floor, and you're not elevated on the floor. All the seats in this particular stadium, they were all the same level. but we were close to the ring, close enough where we could watch the actual footage in the ring. We could watch them live in the ring without having to look up on the screen to see stuff. But we get there, and we had some folks have kerfuffles about their seats around. Somebody was sitting in somebody else's seat. It was just a lot going on last night. Anyway, so we get there, but getting into the ring, getting into the stadium, this was Friend's first time putting that shoe on her foot. I said all of that to say this. This was her first time putting that shoe on her foot. So she didn't know that she was going to have a hard time like that. So she had a hard time from the jump, y'all, from the giddy up. So we finally make it in, and you know, get to the floor. You got to go down, catch the elevator, walk down some stairs. Anyway, we get to our seats, we get seated, and we get there actually for the first fight on the undercard. So we get to see Nunez and Sosa, which was a good fight. We got to see, who was the other folks? I forgot them other people. But then the card was moving really well. You know, the time and pacing on the card was moving really well. So before we knew it, our guy was up, right? So our guy's coming to the ring. She's a nervous wreck. She's been a nervous wreck. I was cool as a cucumber. I had no doubt about nothing. I was very confident he was coming to deliver. I didn't have no kind of crazy feelings. And sometimes I do, but I didn't have it this time. On the other hand, was a wreck. So he comes out. He's been in great spirits the whole time. Okay. So he comes out, and she's like a big sister mama bear. Right. And I'm just like, friend, please just calm down, friend. He gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. Yes, it was some high heel sandals, girl.
It was some sandals, girl. I was like this, y'all. I was sitting there like this.
No, friend, she didn't break them off, and she had the nerve to not only get a sandal, but get it on a platform. It was a platform sandal.
Okay, but I got
with a lace up, with a ballerina strap.
Y'all the one that be telling me to dress like this, and then when I do it, I ain't do it right, because now y'all didn't tell me I need to go walk in the shoes and break them in before I walk in them. Y'all didn't tell me all that. Y'all said dress like no, it's Janae. Dress. You need to make sure. And so I went and did what she said, and then now y'all mad I didn't go walk in the shoes first.
Friend, you could at least put your toe in them just to make sure they
because
fit.
The next fight y'all don't have to worry about it. I'm about to be in my very, very feminine era, and I love it here. Listen, y'all, when I tell y'all I've been fainting all week.
When I say she been a damsel in distress all week.
All week.
It's been a sight to behold, because I don't know this side. So I'm looking at her like, who this woman? Who? Baby, she was giving Galinda toss. Oh,
you heard me? But you know what, y'all? I went to work. Y'all would be so proud of me. Boxiana is not, she worked hard. And I got a whole lot of respect now that I didn't have last year when I went out there for that tank fight.
Has, baby, has.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen. So Frank comes in, gets in the ring. He's looking good. Rances is already in there. And we told y'all Rances pretty much had a difficult weight cut, it seemed. From all accounts, it looked to us like Rances had a little bit of a difficult weight cut. Keep in mind, Rances is an older gentleman as well. However, Rances gives folks really good fights. I don't care who you are. He gives good fights. And if you ain't ready, you might get exposed a little bit. So, again, I wasn't concerned, but I know that you can't take Rances lightly. So we get in there, fill her out first round. Friend kind of settled down a little bit. Second round, he gets a little bit more active. And then third round, I said to myself, okay, now you got to turn it up. It's time to turn it up. Because by this time, Friend was saying, Rance is a little bit tired. I could tell Rance is getting tired. And Frank did just that. He got in there, got busy with his jab a little bit more, start getting a little active, start touching Rances a little bit more, seeing some success. Very good defensively. He wasn't taking too many shots. A really good comeback performance for him. Friend, how did you feel until third round.
I was sitting there like this. I was sitting there like this, and I think who said that? Pablo Escobar. Mind you, Rancis had her when he got there. Mind you, he didn't have that buzz cut when y'all seen him initially.
At
But
the
I
weigh at yeah, at the weigh-ins.
at the workouts and
No,
stuff, all
the
that.
press conference, the press conference. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There was hair there. There was hair there. But I was like this to the third round. Like my friend said, that's my little brother, y'all. Like for real, for real. Like my friend got an opportunity to see like how we all act around each other. She was like, "Dog, I had no idea this was like this. This
I
is
was like,
insane." They they talk to me bad. They treat me bad. They be calling me ugly. Tell me to fix myself. They do. See, she laughing because now she's got the experience. Like people would see us and be like, "This weird." No, that's my little brother for real. But I be nervous when he have to get out there and do his shit. But when I tell y'all, like there was a whole lot of changes made to be the person that y'all saw last night. Frank did a whole lot of buckling and changing in himself to be able. And friend, like he about to cry in the ring last night.
I saw
I
he did really good. I could tell he has grown a lot because he didn't have to give that speech, and he gave a really good speech in the locker room as well. But yes, he has.
But listen, a lot of work has went into the fighter that y'all saw last night. That's a totally different fighter that you saw from the tank fight. But up until the third, I wasn't nervous that he was gonna get punched on or nothing. Like Rancid, he was hitting him, but he ain't have nothing. He ain't have nothing. So I wasn't concerned that he was gonna be like hurt or nothing, but I didn't know it was gonna be like that. I thought he was gonna really have a fight on his hands. It's Rancis. He gave Gary Antoine a real fight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking Frank gonna get that same type of experience. So I was a little nervous up into the third round. Hell, up when they started the fourth, I was nervous in the fourth. Shh, y'all.
Go on, tell him. Go ahead, tell him.
Y'all, I'm so proud. And I got a chance to like yell and scream for my person, like for real. Like my little brother was out there shitting. Me and the team was running around the floor. We was yelling and hollering. We all in like I don't know how they're gonna clip and post the videos, but yeah, Fight Hype got videos of us. I think Fight Hub got videos of us. We screaming all in their camera. Yeah, that was us last night. It was real bad and ghetto, but it was fun.
Keep in mind, y'all, she still got this sexy dress and these heels
And
on.
did the
But
and did
but
and did.
some kind of way, her feet wasn't hurting within that
I had
adrenaline and
forgot about my
excitement.
foots.
She completely forgot about them feet. She was up, moving, and I mean moving him in them sandals, baby. She done
Yeah.
stepped out of our road. She done went and ran because by this time she done finessed. She done finessed, and she got access.
Y'all, let me
Okay,
tell y'all don't even realize
don't tell them
like
everything, friend. Don't tell them
I
everything.
people really don't understand. Y'all, we are really blessed. And like, and I'm saying this to say this, Mr. Cheese. I don't know if you watching, you helped get where we are right now. Because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be able to move how we moving. But we have access to stuff that we have never had access to before, you guys. We are in spaces and places, and we pretty now like they know who we are now to where they oh okay, come on, or they're gonna come get you and take you where you need to be type
Well,
shit.
that comes with once you get in the room, you have to know how to work the room. Miss Ma'am knows how to work the room. Okay.
You know
Once you get
why?
it, yeah.
Y'all help me out. You want to know? Y'all push me and my friend to do good. I be wanting. I have a really bad habit of wanting to make people proud.
Yes, that was her yelling in the crowd. Yeah, that was her. That was her. Yeah, that was her. I don't know if she was yelling, yes, sir. I don't know, but if you
Baby,
heard
it was a
somebody like,
multitude of things. It was
yeah,
a multitude of things. I was
okay,
yelling obscene things throughout the whole entire fight. We're gonna
very
get
obscene.
there.
Very obscene. Very, very much obscene.
PBC should have had the mute on for me last night, baby. I was in the moment, in the zone, auto zone, all of that.
Friend got to sweating. I said, you know we can't be.
By the time I got in the car, y'all, my whole shit had lifted up on one side. But the type of hairstyle that I had, it kept everybody from seeing what was unraveling, unfolding, baby. When I tell you, I was sweating, sweating.
This was my face. The prototype is this was my face all night.
But my makeup didn't budge.
Oh, we was cute now. We was
Hmm.
cute. Now we was cute now. Okay.
But
So
yeah,
fourth round comes, y'all. He had come off of the third round that he started getting way
is it me? I don't know. Let me. Well, who is it, y'all? Oh, it's her. Okay, I don't know. Till she come back, let me tell y'all. Um, he knocked him out, and I wasn't expecting. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. Get back. Get back. Okay.
so okay. So I wasn't not that I wasn't expecting, but yeah, he came back after the good fourth, no, after the good third round that he turned it up. And I've seen the clip hundreds of times now, but he just I don't know, it was a perfect shot. He had been pawing with that jab because that's what I told him. I'm screaming too now. Don't think I'm not in the audience screaming too. I just ain't on what my friend is on. But I'm assessing the fight. I'm looking. I'm like, jab, put get your jab out there. Get active. And I saw that he had hurt him early because he knocked him down earlier in the fourth. And by that time, Rancis was gassed. He didn't have a lot left. And so anytime you got a boxer in front of you that's kind of tired, hurt, go to the body. Whatever little wind he has in him, go to the body and knock the rest of this shit on out. So I'm yelling, go to the body. It's going to open him up. It's going to open him up. And I just feel like, when you out there and you screaming and yelling, you feel like whoever you yelling at can really hear you. So I'm like, go to the body. Then go back up top. And no sooner than I said that, we get boom, boom. And everybody is like, oh, shit. Oh. Now, initially, I had a little oh shit moment too. I was like, oh shit. But then it clicked in. I was like, Lanika, you not at home. So you can't be cutting up like this out in the public and whatnot. But, yeah, my friend said, yes, I can. Watch this. Hold my mule. And did that. Did that. It was a devastating knockout. And one of the reasons why I kind of toned it down was because I looked in that ring and I saw that Rancis was not moving. So I got a little nervous. This one is when I really was like, friend, please stop. Friend, please. Because not only was she cheering, what she was saying was, box him up! Send him home to his mama! And I was like, friend, no, don't say that because he's not moving. They might really have to do it. No. She ain't seen Frank over there praying for the man.
baby.
She ain't seen that the man ain't moved since he been down there. She didn't see the replay where his head noggin the ricocheted off the mattress. She just over there boxing back. In the dirt.
I never said those things. I never said those things. None of those things are audible. You hear me yelling, yeah. None of those things are audible. So my friend is over here making up stuff as she go, and I'm just gonna let her go with it. I never said any of those things.
See, because you said this today, in the future, I'm gonna
Oh,
have
it's
this
Sunday. I said it, y'all. I did.
exactly. Tell the
I
truth.
said it, y'all.
Tell
I
the
said
truth.
it. I'm telling you, I was yelling obscene things. I didn't know that man was still laid out. Like, I didn't know Frank had was praying. Like, when I tell y'all, me and everybody was running around, we had literally, y'all have no idea. Like, It's three people, two people especially, that have really been like working. We have been working. We were celebrating. We might as well have joined hands and been jumping around in a circle with each other. Had
It
no
was.
idea that that man was over there laid out like that. I had no idea, y'all. No idea.
I said, friend, we gotta have a little sportsmanship or something a
I
little bit.
didn't. All of the decorum was gone last night. It left. And they better be glad I didn't go buy one of them $52 drinks, or it really would have been obscene in that bitch last night, especially as the fight continued. Cause we ain't gonna spend all our time on Frank. Congratulations. But
Congrats.
it started to get obscener as the night went on.
And I mean obscene because I want to talk about this fight because I wasn't thinking too much about it, but it turned out to be one of the most entertaining fights of the evening. I'm gonna get to these super chats. Thank you so much, Swat Jones. He says for the grind. Appreciate y'all. Texas showed out this weekend. No cap. As a Texan, I was proud. Yes, it was an excellent card. San Antonio did well, except for in that main event, and we're gonna talk about that too. Tevis Smith, thank you, Tevis. He says Boxiana with that kitchen hair. Now I don't know
Baby,
how to feel about that, Tevis.
listen, let me tell you. Let me tell you. If you would have seen it, well, I had curls and stuff when I left the house. Baby, by the time I was gone, this shit, it was straight just like this. It had laid over to the side. My little ponytail was like, y'all see me in that picture in that damn locker room? I look nothing like I looked when I first
When
got
we
there.
walked in, yeah,
When I
yeah,
first got there, it was people was walking past me that I see damn near every fucking weekend. They didn't even know who I was. They had to double back and was like, "Hey, what you got on? What's wrong?"
right.
Yeah. So
She was really pretty, y'all. She was really pretty. Friend was pretty, but when I said you, them feet was gripping the concrete in them sandals.
they was gripping the front of the fucking sandals like this. By the fourth time I got in the parking lot, this the sandal and this my foots. They was holding on to the goddamn shoe that way I can get all the way up the steps. They held me up. They held me up. They got me right through, baby. They got me through. But they was gripping. They was pretty though. That's all that mattered to me. They look good.
They did look. They look nice.
That's
They
all.
did.
I don't care about nothing
She
else.
started up Philly. Thank you so much. She says blessings to the queens. Much love. Thank you so much, G Tatted Up Philly. And I want you to come back in here when we get to talking about O'Shaquie Foster and Stephen Fulton because I want to know your opinion about his performance and his preparation. So, okay. Congratulations to Frank Martin, Team Frank Martin, everybody involved with the Fabtabulous victory. Shout out to Buddy McGirt. First time in the corner with Frank. First fight. I'm looking forward to seeing them working together more. I liked what I saw. Okay. So then we get to the first card on the main card. And that was Abel Ramos. Was it? No, I keep calling him Abel Ramos. I be forgetting which one, Jose or
Hey
Jesus.
Sue. Hey Sue.
Jesus Ramos versus young Shane Mosley Jr. Now, I didn't know why they put young Shane in this fight. I didn't think this was a good fight for him. I did not think he was ready for Jesus Ramos. And it's not like Jesus is a world beater, but he's a solid, very solid fighter. And I guess I'm saying I didn't think very highly of Shane Mosley Jr. As a contender. And although he got beat up pretty handily, I was picking him to get knocked out. I was thoroughly entertained and impressed with his jaw because, baby, the kind of punches he was taking in there. But more than that, I was impressed that he was giving Jesus all that he wanted and then some because in that arena, he hurt him a few times. He hurt Jesus a few times. And I think if he was a better boxer, if he was just an overall better fighter, maybe more seasoned, he probably could have gotten him out of there because he was visibly hurt and hurt bad. So shout out to young Shane Mosley Jr. because I underestimated him. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know if he overachieved in that fight last night, even in defeat. I thought he was gonna get packed up. But he stood in that thing and he gave as good as he was getting. And I can't do nothing but salute that. Like, I want to see him again to see if he learned anything from this particular fight. Friend, what did you think about his performance?
Very much surprised. I don't know. I didn't know he didn't gave like, and I hate to say this word to me, but something gave me soft about Shane. Not gonna be able to tough it out in there with them dogs. Hey, Shane changed my opinion. He earned himself a good another night because that was a good hard fight for Jesus Ramos. He soared. They both soared this morning. When I
Man,
say soar, they might not even have got out the bed yet.
man. Y'all, watching it on TV, and I haven't gone back and watched anything on TV. So
Me.
I'm only going off of what we saw live. And I'm very aware that it looks differently on TV than it does actually being there. And actually, you know, when you in the arena, depending on what seats you got, a lot of the time you spend your time watching it on the screen. So it's like watching it on TV. But when you have access to be closer to where it's better for you to actually watch the fight in the ring, and you get to hear and you can see sweat flying and hear punches landing and hear folks grunting and stuff like that, it's a whole different experience. It makes you have a different level of respect for anybody. And I do mean anybody that gets in that ring and jeopardizes their livelihood. Because that's really what they're doing. Any wrong punch and it's over. I mean, over. Miss Jab and Grab 2.0. I don't know who you are and I don't know who you think is capping. I don't know if you've ever been to a fight in person, but it's a really different experience. It really is. So I know a lot of people like to get online and poke and make fun of boxers and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie. Before I was into it like this, I used to be guilty of it a little bit. I would call some folks bums every now and again. I don't do that no more though, because it is brutal. It's brutal. It takes some type of testicular fortitude to get in the ring. And because we all know the guy who got in the ring and then just walked out there, bitch. Y'all remember that man? Who's that heavyweight who got in there and just walked out?
That one that he was fighting in them same purple ass trunks.
Man, say it's yeah. So I would encourage y'all to, like, it's not nothing to play about. We can laugh and hee and kiki and stuff, but like for real, it's crazy to know that they choose to do that shit for a living.
Yeah,
I ain't
and
lying.
like what y'all saw on TV, like y'all see, of course, y'all see something different, but in the arena, they were punching on each other. It may have looked like Jesus was just punching on Shane, but Shane was punching on Jesus in that fight, and he visibly had him hurt multiple times. But I noticed Shane has a problem.
What's his
Shane
problem?
couldn't finish Jesus off because he was admiring his work when he hurt him. He remember
Oh,
he would never let that next punch go. He'd stand there and look to see.
hoping that first one did the job.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
never threw a secondary something to hurt him. He could have stopped him maybe.
he could
At
have. He
least
really
knocked him
could have.
down. At least change.
And you're right, friend. And that's why I was saying I don't know if it's experience or what, because when he had him hurt visibly to the head, he had rocked his head. Jesus is instinctively went to high guard, which left his ribs and shit open. Go to the body. He was still trying to go up top when he was following up. To me, had he gone down low, got him in the body, got him tender down there, he'd have dropped those hands and then you could have gone back to work.
Cause
But
hey, Seuss was not fucking with that body work, y'all. He wasn't.
no. But we saying all of this watching it. That's why everybody's not a star. Everybody's not a superstar, because everybody can't think that fast in the moment. In the moment, you just going for what you know. So when people say it's levels, it really is. Like, for real, for real. Anyway, shout out to Jesus Ramos, because he ended up winning a treacherous 12-round decision. Really good, entertaining, exciting fight. Okay. Now, next fight of the night, I took a break. I think we all did. I was pissed off because I was kind of looking forward to this fight. I was nervous for Lara when I thought he was going to be fighting Janabek, but he had a late replacement. And so Lara went in there in all of his 42 years. Again, he's another Cuban fighter. So, you know, we don't know if Rancis is 39 or 45. We don't know if Lara is 42 or 52. We don't know. All we know is he is the middleweight champion. He's held that belt for a very long time. And I thought he was going to get knocked into the middle of tomorrow by Janabek. But thank goodness he was caught early on the juice and pulled from the fight. And this replacement had nothing for Lara. Nothing. Lara basically played it safe the entire fight. No reason to go all out. But in the 12th round, he showed that he still carried his power. He was able to drop him and cruise to a victory and keep his belt. Friend, I don't even think you saw the fight because you was in the back. Did you even see any of the fight?
Listen, yeah, I sat there through. I think I came back in like 6, friend.
Okay.
And I watched the majority of it. Listen, Lara got to the end and dropped him like with like 10 seconds left in the fight. I was like, this is silly. You should have been fighting like this the whole time. But his whole middle is missing. Sir, cut it off or get a wiglet. Don't you get up there with that ball in the middle up there like that no more. Baby, they put that there, and then the cameraman ain't shit. Listen, y'all, I got to meet everybody, right? So I'm noticing like people have funny things that they like to zone in on when stuff is happening. Y'all got to start paying attention to these fights. He zoned right in on that fucking middle. And then he zoomed in a little bit. It got a little BDB up there in the top. Like it wasn't even brushed. I was like, damn. Get this shit off the fucking screen, and then they flashed it, and then they went back to him. If you don't get that deteriorating middle off, it's gone, sir. You was still stopping stuff, but your hairline wasn't. Your hair is done. It ain't stopping. It stopped, all right in the middle. You gonna have that thing that's around. The middle is gone, but it's just
Because he
around.
still got a nice hairline.
It's beautiful,
He got
but
that Chris Paul. That's what Chris Paul had. That middle
yeah.
gone. That middle is smooth. Yeah.
And cousin, they were booing because they were bored. We can't see what y'all be seeing on TV. Y'all get the announcers, all of that.
Right.
They wasn't even fighting. They was just walking around the ring like this.
Yeah.
And it was annoying.
Yeah, and you have to understand, we had just watched a slugfest with Ramos and Shane Mosley Jr. So to come from that kind of excitement to them, it was like, let me get up and walk around, give me something to drink. And by that time, people were there. So the lines were long, and people who had already gotten their drinks and stuff, you know, they were ready to see some shit pop off. Keep in mind, we are in San Antonio. It is 80% Mexican American Mexicans in there. So yeah, they were making their presence felt. They were up on 10 for Jesus Ramos. And so yeah, they were a little let down. I was too, to be perfectly honest. And the reason why is because we felt like Lara could have done more and got this guy up out of there. Really, he could have. So anyway, yeah, we wasn't the only one. It was a snoozy. Yeah. So now this next fight was the one I was waiting on. Okay. This is the one I was waiting for. Because they had talked a lot, but it wasn't disrespectful. But you could tell that they were both, it seemed like they were both focused and ready for this next fight. It was supposed to be a unification title fight, but somebody blew the weight. So they were not eligible for the titles. Okay. The one person I'm talking about is Stephen Fulton. Came in and ended up eventually 2 pounds overweight. I was told he came in 4 pounds overweight initially. He was able to get off 2, but couldn't get those last 2 off. And so here we are, fight night, right? So I'm thinking if you coming in overweight, you should have all the advantages of strength, power, you know, those should be in your favor because you did not, you know, deplete yourself to make the weight. O'Shaquie Foster made his weight. He looked, you know, I don't want to say he looked depleted, but you could tell he had cut weight. But he did still seem strong at the weigh-in. He didn't seem like, you know, he couldn't hardly stand up or anything like that. I've seen boxers look like that before. He didn't look like that, but you could tell, you know, he cut weight, which is typical. So we get to fight night. O'Shaquie comes out. Oh, first of all, O'Shaquie is in enemy territory because this is a PBC card. He's a top ranked fighter. That's number one. But O'Shaquie is from Texas. And so Texas don't run with Texas, especially when there's no ethnicity involved. Okay. So we got two black fighters. So the Mexican majority crowd is going to go for the fellow Texan. So he had the crowd on his side. So Stephen Fulton gets to the ring. He has Boots there. Boots was in the back helping him warm up. Also, I don't know if y'all saw Danny Garcia was there. So he had support. Go ahead.
I just said did see, did.
Yeah.
Repeat.
So he had support from Philly. And just, keep in mind, the Cowboys had beat Philly a week ago. Okay. We had beat up on Philly, not this past week, but the weekend before. So, that's always a buzz when you have a Philly and Texas fighter or whatever. Anyway, so O'Shaquie comes to the ring. Friend, what was that? He came to the ring. Who walked him in? Because whoever it was, it got the crowd hype. Okay. I forgot
Trey the Truth.
Trey the Truth. I forgot what Stephen Fulton. He came into Top Gun, child, the Top Gun soundtrack. So he's a little different. He's very different. He came in yet again with a different type of Timberland style shoe, and his shorts. He's very fashion forward, I'll say, especially when it comes to his in-ring outfits. O'Shaquie came with his traditional skirt, but it was nice though, red, black, white, loved it. And then I'm just thinking this is finna be a chess match. I'm thinking this is finna be tight. This is going to be difficult to score. This is going to be just really, really intense and a lot of back and forth. And what I witnessed was a one-sided whooping. It was such a one-sided, dominant performance by O'Shaquie Foster that I really just could not even believe what I was watching. Friend. And she kept telling me, this the O'Shaquie I was telling y'all about. This
I
is
knew
the
what I was going to see. Let me tell y'all, that's a fighter I've been following around for a long time. I don't know, some of y'all came from the fight party. If you watched the fight party, I was talking about O'Shaquie on the fight party. I told y'all, he gonna be the one that come whoop your favorite nigga. You didn't believe me?
You used to say that all the time.
Yeah, I used to say that all the time. Shot gonna be the one come whoop your favorite nigga. And nobody believe me. Don't nobody know who that is. He ain't shit. All right, cool. Let me tell y'all something. When I tell y'all, that's when the fight started to get real obscene. During that fight, that's when things started to get ugly because, like, the way Shock was beating him, I felt like we needed to add insult to injury to Steph because, for one, your job is to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You came in there, you didn't take none of this shit serious. I was out there calling him big boy,
Fat
wide back. I told Shock to punch him on the braids because them braids is hurting him. And when I said that, Steph moved out the way. Immediately he got out of the way. That shit was so funny. Friends say, oh, he got out the way. Punch them braids. Punch them braids and watch what he do. Shock started punching on them braids. Scooter started. Get
And y'all,
right.
she was loud, y'all. She was so loud. Y'all know how y'all can hear Clarissa? I promise, I can't wait to watch it playback because I know I'm gonna hear her. Y'all, she was so loud. The people in the crowd was laughing. They looked back like, what is she talking about? What is she saying? They was cracking the fuck up. I keep telling her to get on stage. Y'all, she's hilarious. She embarrassed this man. Okay.
I got somebody packed up. You heard me?
Y'all,
Let me tell y'all, I'm not messing around with nobody no more. Y'all didn't let me got a piece of my big toe in the dough. That's all I needed was a little piece. The people
y'all.
that didn't love me last year, they fuck with me this year. Get him out.
Y'all, this man had the damn dasties to be on the floor and then standing up. Now, keep in mind, everybody on the floor is sitting down. So, it's etiquette, it's seating etiquette. If you stand up, 9 times out of 10, the person behind you cannot see and they're going to have to stand up. So, when everybody is sitting down, everybody sit the fuck down so we can all see. If it get good up in there and somebody stand up, then it ain't no problem because it's getting good and then everybody stand up. Well, this gentleman fight just started. He down there with his what looked like a damn flip phone in the aisle, just standing up with whatever device he got recording. And I'm like, I said something first, but I just said it to her. I'm like, and maybe the people in front of me heard me. I'm like, dude, sit the hell down. Like, what is you doing? We trying to see. Get your ass on somewhere. Friend says in her loudest voice, like she had a megaphone, Mr. Clean, get up out of here. But it was like she had a megaphone, y'all. And so everybody else wanted to say it, but didn't. She did. And so when she said it, the cackling began, right? But they was like, yeah. They turned around and looked like she crazy as hell, but yeah, get your ass on somewhere. Why, y'all, not even a minute later was security up and packing his ass the hell up out of there? And
Go, friend. Tell him. Tell him.
we looking like we thinking he finna go find his seat on the floor. This the finagled his way down there, and he didn't even have no floor seats. Get your ass up them steps. And she said it just like that. And so we was all rolling again. Y'all, if you was in section F anything on the floor, y'all had a good ass time because it was a comedy show along with a boxing match.
Baby,
Go.
when I tell you we had a great funky ass time over there in the section, we had a great funky time in the section. The people that I was sitting next to, the couple that I was sitting next to, hell, you would have thought we all showed up together.
Honey, they was offering drinks. By the time they came back from the third bar trip, whoever her man was, he was feeling good. He wanted to dance. Sir, if you don't sit your ass on down next to your woman, because if we get up and get to dancing, no.
She was drunk too. We was out. She wouldn't have gave a damn. Listen, no, they was fighting in the crowd. That wasn't got the
Somebody
crowd
started
going.
fighting.
They
Somebody
was
did
fighting.
start fighting in
They
the
was over there
crowd
fighting. Mm-hmm,
during Shock them fight.
yeah.
So did.
During
Sure
Shock
did.
and fight, somebody started fighting, but Mr. Clean was standing up during the fight, and we had to get him out of here. Cause y'all now, and then get your ass up them steps. Your ass ain't supposed to be down here. You didn't even have on no flow fit. Get up them damn steps
Get
where
your
you
ass.
supposed to be.
Get here.
Shit.
Yeah. 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 So that was probably like in round 4 of the fight. Y'all, the way O'Shaquie Foster completely dominated that fight with a jab, he had Fulton bloody in the mouth and nose and completely discouraged from even attempting to get inside by round 4 or 5. Like he had basically given up. I'm interested to hear because again, we can't hear. What was Bozy telling him in the corner, y'all? Can somebody please tell me what was Bozy's instructions for him? Did he have anything for him? Did he have any adjustments for him to make? Because I noticed, I got to go back and watch, but I did notice that Shock switched stances on him. So did he adjust to Fulton's adjustment? Because from what I could see, he wasn't doing shit. He told him to triple the jab. You're getting your ass kicked. That's what he said.
He
Oh,
told him he was getting his ass whooped. Is that what he said? My God, today.
okay. Sticks and jabs say he ain't listen to nothing Bozy said. So he was giving instruction. He couldn't execute. When I say, I remember Shock telling him on that stage, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. All right, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you.
Y'all, and you know what's crazy? It's more to him besides what you saw last night. He got stuff he ain't even pulled out the bag yet. The boy is a boxer, y'all. The boy is a boxer. And like I
Oh,
seen Shakur, he had Shakur in his feelings last night. And like, you know, I don't want to say nobody scared of nobody. But
you
everything
know,
was shut.
BF used to say that all the time.
Yo, you forgot I used to say on the fight party. He was gonna
Yes,
move up when Shot came to the division. And you know what
you
he did?
sure did. You sure did. People
Y'all,
thought
I've
you
been
was
calling for this
crazy.
fight for 7 years for my homeboy. You hear me? When Shock move up, he getting going. Watch what happened when Shock go. Shock gonna chase him because he want to fight him real bad. When he
You
move
know,
up to 140, watch Shakur go up to 147. I'm willing to bet the bank on it.
listen. Not only that, I want y'all to quit acting like because somebody got a loss on their record that it's impossible for people to do better, to elevate their game, to get better as a boxer. Nobody's reached their peak just yet. That win right there gave him all the more confidence than he already had. That was a phenomenal win. Okay, he stopped that man. Well, he didn't stop him. He stopped himself from being a three division champ. Okay, but to have that scalp on your resume, Cool Boy still has a nice resume. Okay, outside of being beat up by Monster anyway, because he was drained, and I don't want to say only because he was drained, but because he, at 22, he got a nice resume. To have that scalp on your mantle in that fashion, do you know what that does for your confidence? Not to mention knowing what you've done in the gym. He's familiar with Shakur. I hope he goes to 35 and presses the gas on that fight because I goddamn want to see it. And I've been seeing the little Twitter back and forth that's going on with them too. They be tag teaming shot. I don't like that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't like that. I love Ray Ford. That's my nephew. I love him. They be going back and forth, him and Shakur tag teaming shot. I ain't a fan of that. I know you want to fight him. But you gotta understand business. Because if you okay with Shakur going up to fight Tio, you gotta understand why Shock will go up to 35 to fight Shakur. But then I saw Shakur say, "Don't worry about it, bro. I'm gonna make sure he have to go through you before he get to me." What?
You know what? That shit gay. I'm gonna put my brother on you first. Then I'm. Hey, let me tell you something. One thing about it, smoke gonna find you where you at in the house that's burning.
That's the truth. Keep fighting. I don't care how they try to box you out. Keep fighting, Shocky. Keep fucking fighting because you weren't supposed to be here. You weren't supposed to be here. The way his career has gone, it took a miracle for him to get in this position. And he went to the opposing promotional fight card and showed the hell out. That's how you do this shit. I have a different level of respect for people who go behind enemy lines and get busy the way he got busy. He wasn't supposed to win this fight. This was set up for Fulton to win and become 3 division champion. But because he squandered it off the rip from busting weight, then, go ahead, friend.
And I just want to say something since we're on the topic of the scary boys. The whole fucking clique scary. We skip past Frank, but let me go back. Richardson Hitchens. Let me holler at you, player.
Ooh,
You keep calling out all these people and don't ever want to make no fights. You want to whoop Frank Warren's ass? You got the belt. You the one that's gonna send that paperwork. Now, I don't want to have to draw some stuff up. You gonna turn it down because we the bees sending you the shit. You want to fight? Go ahead and send me that work. I'll read it for you. I'll get a signature on it by the end of the week because he really want to fight your ass. But we know you ain't about that. Not for real. Keep tweeting before you get your ass ran down on like Keyshawn did. And Keyshawn, you ain't about no shit either. All y'all gonna be quiet at 140 pounds. And Shakur, you gonna run from Shock, just like you gonna run from Frank. Frank had y'all on silent last night. Y'all could whoop his ass. Now you quiet. Shock went in there and beat the shit out of fucking Steph. Now y'all quiet. You want, oh, you gotta fight my brother first. Nah, bitch, we gonna fight you first. Why wait? Y'all look scary. Y'all whole squad scared. Jared Anderson ain't shit. He the biggest of the crew. Niggas running down on him just for cuz. None of the rest of y'all want to fight no real work. Shakur better go in there and handle up on Tiafimo and don't let Gordo come in there and put no press on him. Richardson, Hitchens, Madagascar, Melvin. Tell your people. Send it on, baby. Ain't that what what's the word, right? Send it on. Send it on. We gonna get it read. We gonna get it signed for you. We probably won't even change much. Cause Frank don't never ask no much to whoop a nigga. Like you, especially. Cause we know you don't want no real work. But y'all start running for Shot. I've been telling y'all about that man for a long ass time.
She
Y'all
went
ain't
ahead.
even seen nothing yet, friend.
She
Yeah,
went ahead.
what y'all saw last night ain't got nothing on the fighter that he really fucking is. Oh, Shocky Foster is really the one. And when he really in his bag, he got all of his hand all the way up to his elbow in it. And that jab, you can't get through that jab. If he keep that bitch on you and keep it on you for real, he can win that with the fight. Just a fight with the
Miss,
jab.
hey, Miss Knockout. Listen, the way I looked at my Twitter feed and turned my nose up, I didn't like that because this is how you know people are watching and feeling a way, and I love it because they present themselves without presenting themselves. So first thing I saw was Shakur say, "Yeah, I put a little something." Y'all know I have a love hate relationship with him. He said, "Yeah, I put a little something on somebody. I'll tell y'all who it is later." No need to say that. None whatsoever. You're not fighting. Your fight is next month at the end of next month. You really kind of should be concentrating on what you got ahead of you. But you want to be on Twitter because it's fight week, it's fight night. Everybody on Twitter, a lot of people at the fight. It's exciting and shit. Cool. So then you come back and you reveal to us that you put money on Shot to win. Okay. Then you try to play him sweet and play him and downplay him like you ain't doing nothing but beating up on a 22-pound, a natural 22-pounder. Big dog. Apparently he ain't a natural 22-pounder because he looked like crap in his championship fight trying to make 22 in Japan. So now we're not going to say he a natural 22-pounder because according to him, he should have been moved up. According to him, he should have been moved from 26. He just did the Brandon Rio fight because it was there. And the first fight, they felt warranted a rematch. But according to the man, he's a 130-pounder, and that's where he was going to feel much stronger, his best. And for whatever reason, I don't know what's going on. People have personal lives and shit. Life be life. So I don't know what's going on with Steph. But he obviously wasn't the smaller man, missing weight by 4 pounds, eventually too. So why would you put that on your Twitter? That just reeks of, I'm being a hater today. I'm just going to be a hater today. I'm just going to be a hater today. That's what it reeks of. You saw that man go in there and pitch a shutout, just like the rest of us, because you claim to be a boxing savant. You know boxing. So I know you know boxing because you put 12K on it to win. Why you giving backhanded compliment? I don't like that kind of catty ass shit from grown men. I don't like that. I don't like that. There's no need for it, especially when you can dispel all the notion and just make the goddamn fight. That's why, and I see you in here, Luke, talking, but you think he got some fun? I don't do. I don't know what he got for him, but I think he got something. He ain't finna go in there and 12-0 Oshaki like Oshaki just did Fulton. I bet you that. That's why you make the fights. Nobody in their mama thought Roach was gonna do what he did till the cantankerous one. But lo and behold, what did we see? So yeah, make the freaking fight. Because now a lot of people are questioning why you moved your tail up to 135, Shakur, and then told us proudly with your chest, I could still make 130. Really? How convenient of you to move up there right when Oshaki Foster did. Now I'm looking at stuff differently. And I wouldn't even be doing that had you not been doing all that damn talking. You talk too much. What happened? You doing all of that. And in the words of Bill Haney, saying everything but let's fight. How does that work? I'm just saying. Lucas, what is your name? Lucas Subbat. He might, but I highly doubt it. And then going so far as to say Zapata would do him dirty. He gonna beat Zapata just like he gonna beat Zapata better than you did. You went in there trying to mix it up with him. Shock no better. He just gonna go in there and beat him just like he did Steve Fulton. There's no need to do anything more. I'm gonna bloody your face. 12 rounds. You're gonna be discouraged. You ain't gonna even try to come in them. After round 5, you know you're gonna be beat up. And you ain't gonna even try no more. And then I'm gonna style on you and change stances. That's what I'm gonna do. Brilliant performance. Brilliant. Some of y'all don't know what y'all be watching. The shit was masterful to me. I don't know what the rest of y'all saw. It was masterful. Masterful to me. I'm just saying. That shit was, he did what he wanted to do in there, when he wanted to do it, and how he wanted to do it. I was like, shit. I knew Shock was good, but I've never seen him that good. Okay, I'm going to just put that out there. And I ain't trying to glaze or nothing, but I thought Fulton was going to do much better than what he did. I picked Shock to win, but I was shocked at how dominant he was over Stephen Fulton, because I thought highly of him. I think highly of Fulton. So I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. Anyway, friend, what you got on it? Do you have anything else on that?
I ain't got nothing. I knew exactly how that was gonna go.
Where does Stephen Fulton go from here?
Shit,
Does he go back down to 26?
To the gym. No, he go up to 147. Shit. Don't even try to squeeze your ass back down into no waist like that no more. And you know I love you, Scooter, so I'm real fucked up about saying this about you. Yeah, and I know you be watching this show, so you know I was gonna slander your ass today too. We ain't friends after this shit. We ain't friends after this, dog. You have kind of embarrassed me a little bit, fam. Cause we speak too highly about you for you to go in there and do what you did. And I know everybody dealing with something. And if that was the case, you just should have pulled completely out of the fight. Go up to one.
Nothing.
Go up to 147, baby.
You had the fight had been postponed.
I don't know who it is, but I'm gonna keep talking because the fight got postponed 572 fucking times. 572 times. And what it boiled down to at the end of the day, he did not want to fight him. You're back. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what you were saying, but I know it was good. I don't know what
You was
had happened.
froze. You froze again, and I just said this fight got rescheduled 572 times. There was no reason. If you had plenty of time to say no, I can't, y'all. I'm sorry, I can't go to 147 and make it shake. When my homegirl say it's ass shaking cold outside, get up to 147 and make it clap, buddy, because that's where your ass is on your way to. You fought at 130, 130, you couldn't squeeze into that. Go up to 135. I don't think you squeezing into that no more. Let's just make a big huge jump, make a conscious decision for yourself and go up to 140. Cause your ass is fucking humongous. Your ass been big the whole build up to this fucking fight. The whole entire fight, you just been big. And that's coming from a big bitch. So we sharing the room at this point. Hell, we two biggins together, so you can't say fat bitch back because we both big together at this point. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? But you'll never like I go up to 147 at this point. I don't want you to hurt nobody down there trying to hurt yourself. You're gonna give yourself rhabdo trying to squeeze down into that little ass weight. Get into a comfortable weight. Cause what you did this week is unacceptable and will not allow it never again, friend. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, Swat Jones, for the cash app. I see you. Thank you. Thank you very kindly. Man, say, well, I was disappointed. I was a bit disappointed. I mean, really and truly, I was, because I was expecting more from him. I thought that was gonna be fight of the night, and don't get me wrong, it was an entertaining fight because he was trying. It's just nothing he was doing was working. Nothing. It was like Shock was fighting in slow motion. He could see everything coming, and it felt like every time he touched there, it hurt. Well, them braids was tender. So it felt like every time he touched him anywhere around there, you got a reaction from him. But I don't know where he goes from here. I don't know if he goes back down to 126. Because according to Shakur, he's a natural 122 pounder. So is 132 big, or are you just getting too big in between fights? Okay. I don't know. I wish him well, though. I like Stephen Fulton. But I want to see him get back focused and serious, because it just felt like he had to be unserious with that performance. Yeah, with missing weight as much as you missed weight, and with that performance afterwards, it just felt like you were not serious about this fight, and that's not a good look. Just not a good look. Thank you so much, Drew Titan. He says the Queens. We appreciate that $5 super chat. Thank you, Drew. So let's get to the main event. Oh, 313. I'm sorry, 3410. Thank you. He says we're not friends with Fulton because he lost a fight. No, it's not that. It's the way he lost the
It's
fight.
the way. And the fact that his ass was 236 pounds for the last 2 months.
How many
That's
pounds?
what 246. 246 pounds for the last 6 months. We're tired. We're tired. You'll never do this again.
Because this is the thing, y'all. Leading up to the fight, I was like, okay, he's chunky, but he gonna be, he finna start cutting down. So when they had the first official announcement of the fight, the first virtual press conferences, I'm like, okay, he finna get in that gym and get to working. But when it came to fight week and I saw him at the presser and he was still thick in the face, I'm like, nah, that ain't no beard. That's just you. Like, he gonna have a hard time cutting his weight. And lo and behold, like, dog, what you doing? We know it's Thanksgiving, but you can't have all the pie.
What Janae been calling him all week? Stephen Petty Pies Fulton. She texted me that shit the other day and I didn't even respond to it because it pissed me off so bad. She said, look at Patty Pies up there with his patty titties. He just big. And I couldn't Janae is mean. Y'all, I can't show y'all, but Janae be saying stuff, dog. She called him Steve. Stephen Patty Pies Fulton, and she said he had patty titties. And I stopped talking to her after she said that because she's sick. She been calling him big all week. It ain't just me. Everybody been calling him big, huge. What they call moto moto. His ass was moto moto. You supposed to weigh 130 pounds, baby. And I
The
want I
thing,
want to know what he rehydrated up to, friend.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because
But
he
when
did cut some, but he didn't get all of it all. He big.
that's how I know it wasn't even a fat camp because you didn't meet the goal. And you have me, y'all know when you in the gym and working out, your body is a certain type. Your muscles are a certain kind of tightness and stuff. He did not have a boxer's body. He had like a in shape 40-year-old body. Just in shape, not professional boxer fight week in shape body. Like it was nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. And I'm like, you're not that old to be having these kind of problems. This is a focus problem. This is a discipline issue. Go ahead.
He turning into motherfucking J Rock.
Ooh. 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 You know what? Yes, indeed. Said his belly was poking out at the weigh-in. I wonder, do he have a baby on the way? I wonder if he got a baby on the way. I don't know. Interesting. We'll see. Sooner or later, we'll know. Loud Pack, thank you, Loud Pack Bob. He ain't say nothing. He just dropped off a cool $4.99, and we sure do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Also, we have Soda Black with the $1.99 super chat. Thank you. He says, salute, ladies. Salute, Drew. Hashtag man down. And I do mean man down. Okay? Man down bad. He was down bad. Salute to Rancis for okay, because baby, he scared me. I was a little nervous. All right, so congratulations once again to Texas Orange County's own Oshaki Foster, baby, outstanding job. Do you hear me? And he has the sweetest sister. He has beautiful children, and I think that was his aunt that we met. Very nice people. I mean, but they Texas and whatnot. We expect nothing less. Anyway, so on to the main event of the evening. Okay, I chose Pitbull Cruz. Friend, who did you choose in that fight? I'm sorry, I did not choose Pitbull Cruz. I'm lying. I chose Lamont Roach.
I
I
want
was
to say we both picked Lamont, but I might have picked Pitbull because I said I didn't think Lamont had enough to keep him off of him.
okay. I'll pick Lamont Roach. All right. So coming into the fight, everybody's favorite was Pitbull Cruz. I'm gonna say the crowd favorite specifically was Pitbull Cruz. Well, y'all, he's a tiny man, powerful, but I mean compact, tiny, shorter than me, and I'm short. He's tiny. He is
He
tiny.
built like a Twix.
That is accurate. That is accurate. That is accurate. Very accurate. So, we get Lamar Roach. He's coming out as a challenger. And let me just say this. First of all, shout out to Lamar Roach, because people felt like he was gonna fall off after the last fight, the previous draw that he was given, because he actually won that fight. And then there were a lot of people who were questioning why he's fighting Pitbull, you know. And as a boxer, you have to make fights. If you want to stay active, you can't be waiting for other people. You can't do that. And I know him and Shakur said they would fight each other, but Shakur got another opportunity. So what does he look that he jumped on with Teofimo? So what he looked like waiting for Shakur to finish this fight and then come back down to 135? No, he wants to stay active. He wants to keep the momentum going. He believes that he can beat Pitbull Cruz. why not make the fight? And I'm glad he did, because you cannot hold your career up. Win, lose, or draw. You can't do that. So it's like, I didn't understand why a lot of people were not understanding why he would fight Pitbull Cruz. If I know I just beat Tank Davis, why come I don't think I can fight and beat Pitbull Cruz? Why wouldn't I? It's the fight game. This is what we do. So I salute him for taking the fight. And another reason why he took the fight, if you read between the lines, basically because the immediate rematch didn't happen. PBC, he kept basically saying PBC made it right for him with this fight. So I'm assuming his purse is nice, okay? And I wasn't mad at him making the fight. Believe in yourself, okay? So here we go. And it's Pitbull Cruz. He little. We know what people are coming with. But people did bring out something that I was so shocked to see. I don't think none of us expected him to get on his toes and try to box late in that fight. We're going to get to it. So here we go. Pitbull comes out, of course, with his Pitbull mask on. But Roach came out with a little bedazzle mask thing on too. And I said, okay. And shout out to his little brother who was on the undercard. But yeah, I like how they move as a unit and whatnot. So, we already know, my friend is crazy, but I got a little bit of crazy, a little bit. I'm like a Black Panther though, a little bit. That's when you go. If you ever want to see my craziness come out, I'm a rebel, and my Black Panther is strong, and so I be feeling the way when. That divide comes. So I was in that mug feeling away because they was booing and talking crazy about Lamont and shit. And that made my eye twitch a little bit. So they booing him as he come through. And then when Pitbull come through, it's, arriba, arriba, and they hollering and screaming and, Viva Mexico and Viva Mexico and Mexico, Mexico and all of that. Say, man, y'all here. That's how I was feeling. Shit, USA. What are we doing here? What's we talking about? What? My friend got a little nervous because I think what really set it off is we were sitting in front of a black couple, and the dude was going. He was talking shit about Lamont. It wasn't so much that.
And my friend was having a funky ass fit about it too, baby.
Listen, man, yeah, it ran me hot. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. It ran me a little bit hot. So he back there, and what I really think it is, now that I think about it more clearly, I think he was a Tank Davis fan. So he just hating on Lamont because of what happened previously. So it wasn't like he was really a Pitbull Cruz fan. He just was mad at Lamont. So he was going for Pitbull. But dog, read the room. What's you doing? Like I was like, my friend, I'm gonna have to slap your girlfriend because you done pissed me off. What? Now is not the time or the place. We need to pose a united front up in here. What is you talking about? Anyway, so hey, what's up, Bullet? So we get to the getting. The bell rings. Lamont started too slow for me. The shit pissed me off. From the very beginning, he was in there way too cool. I know you try, and I'm sure he's trying to calm himself, bring his heart rate down, not do too much. He typically starts slow, but you know who you fighting. You know your opposition. You know coming with the thunder. You know he coming, chin down, head down, throwing bombs. You know that's what he coming to do. Stick and move, big dog. Stick and move, okay? But that I'm so cool. Oh, I'm gonna block the shot. Oh, I'm gonna do. No, man, you got to be sharp from the beginning because lo and behold, what happens? Your cool ass got caught early. Okay, you can't do that, Lamont. What is you doing? So he gets up in there and he gets caught by one of them damn bums by Pitbull. Now listen,
And we literally screaming at him, y'all. My friend is telling him, Lamont, you got to box. You got to box, Lamont. You can't stand in there with him like that, y'all. My friend is screaming this, y'all. She's screaming this at the top of her fucking lungs. And I know damn well he heard, you got to box, Lamont. Go, friend. I'm sorry.
I didn't know. No, because I like we had completely switched places by this point. I'm like, no, do what you know you can do. Do not go in there trying to bang with him this early. Not this early in the fight. Not this early. You can do it, but not right now. Right now, box this big-headed monster, okay? And let him tire himself out so the zip on them punches don't zip your ass. But here we are, round 3, and your glove is touching the canvas, and you going that way, and you weren't supposed to be going that way. However, I will say this: Lamont got a nice chin because I thought he was hurt. He wasn't. He got himself together. He was back on that horse. Man, I was nervous though. Were y'all nervous? Because I was scared. My
Cause
friend,
I kept telling my friend,
tell
he
me what you told.
listen,
Tell me what
shit,
you
shit, I
told.
don't know. This might not last, friend. I thought he finna get stopped. Shit, from what I was able to see, Pitbull was laying shit on him that Lamont wasn't dealing with well. He has to work on his poker face. He got one, but it ain't the type of face that he need.
Exactly. And in that regard, his balance was off. So he had to do whatever he could do to stay up on his feet. And that was the glove touching the canvas. But I was just happy to see that he wasn't rocked and wobbled badly. You know what I'm saying? He was not rocked and wobbled badly. It looked bad, but it wasn't as bad as it looked initially. He wasn't hurt. So from that point on, he knew you already coming in technically 2 rounds down. Dog, we in San Antonio, Texas. We basically in Mexico. Okay. From the damn media workout, it looked like we were somewhere in Mexico. So you got to know that coming in. You're coming in enemy territory, not just with yourself fighting Pitbull Cruz, but fighting on PBC. Y'all, he's not a PBC fighter. Lamont is not a PBC fighter. This is just PBC making it right for him because whatever happened with the rematch didn't happen. So they throwing him a bone. He really not supposed to be here. They thinking they feeding him to Pitbull Cruz. They thinking, hey, if Pitbull can beat him, who really wants to see a Tank rematch? Go ahead, friend.
And I know where we were sitting now. Don't get me wrong. Pitbull was landing on Lamont, but towards the end of the fight, Lamont started to box him more. Anytime Pitbull threw a punch and it looked like it landed, the crowd was shitting, y'all. They couldn't even see that the punch, like Lamont got hit. Don't get me wrong, Lamont was getting hit, but some of them times that they were thinking it was little flurries of shit. Lamont was not getting hit, and they were reacting to every single punch that he threw.
Everyone and was silent when Lamont popped his ass. When Lamont was connecting, you knew it because it got deadly silent. Because they didn't know if he had hurt Pitbull or not. Pitbull got a great poker face too, because he was getting tatted. He was getting tatted up. Tatted up. He was getting hit. But he keeps a good poker face, and the crowd didn't say a peep. Had this been in a neutral place like Vegas or something, man, go ahead, friend.
And I don't know if y'all saw it or not. Pitbull had tried to headbutt the shit out of Lamont. He literally led into that round with the head just like this. And I was like, golly, the dick punching was intentional.
The dick punching was intentional.
It was very intentional. And I keep telling y'all, like, and by the end of the fight, like, who was it? I told him just I told Steph in that last fight, just put your head down and start windmilling. Shit, you can't
Y'all,
do nothing else.
y'all,
That what? Go ahead, friend. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
y'all. She said that loud, like she told a man, Mr. Clean, to get out of here. It was it was quiet. It was in between rounds. She said that loud. Steph, just put your head down, baby. Just windmill, baby. Just get the windmill, and that's the only shot you got. She said that,
He
y'all.
needed to hear it. Fuck you saying. Bossy wasn't telling him what he needed to hear. Put your head down and start swinging. Shit, Lamont, that's what Lamont started doing. Lamont put his fucking shit down and started swinging. I saw him physically ball his feet up at one point in time, friend. He did his lips like this. You know how you in the fight real good and you do this? He had tucked them fucking lips up in that mouth guard, so I knew what he was fucking on. I told that, but put your head down and start going. Like, that's what you're gonna have to do. But when you fighting a fighter like Pitbull, the one thing that you can't do, he's going to pressure you. Pitbull can't fight a boxer. When
No,
you
he
box him,
can't.
he don't do well.
He don't do well. And this is what he did. This is how I knew him being outboxed got him out of his character. Because keep in mind, he knows he's where he is. He know he in San Antonio. He know his people that came out in droves for him. He want to perform. He want to put on. Well, by round 6, 7, 8, Lamont had quieted that crowd down. Okay. And they were worried in that motherfucker. They was worried. And then we see Pitbull get a little bit. When you start licking your tongue out and showboating in the ring, when you start doing that, when
When
you
he
start
got
giving your
10,000
toe,
people, when he got 9,000 people in the crowd cheering for him. Because Lamont had some folks in there hollering for him too. But when you got 9,000 people cutting for you, absolutely, you can get in there and show out and shit. That shit was weird.
it was very weird. Where did
He
that
gonna
come
get his
from?
ass in there with a boxer and have his face toe up, because the thing about it, and as fans, we all have watched Pitbull fight. We all know he do two things. He coming directly at you. He's gonna plant his feet and he gonna ball his feet up and swing at you. You can't do one. You can't get caught with the punch where his feet is balled up, and you can't get caught where he's marching towards you and swinging.
You can't get from out in front of him.
Get from in front of him and do not get caught. And Lamont, hear me, friend. Why the fuck was you on them ropes like that? I know you felt your back.
I know you felt your back. And why come you wasn't picking up your feet? Because it was a
Dog,
little lull in there, especially early. That's why I was pissed. Early, that's when you should have been moving your feet. I don't know if he was trying to conserve his energy for the fight. I don't know. But like you said, somebody just said it. That's been his problem his last two in Junior Frank. Yeah, he's turning up too late. And sir, move your freaking feet. Even if you're not throwing, don't stand in front of him and make it look like you're banging with him, because early in the fight, he's gonna get all the oohs and ahs, and he's gonna get those points even when they're not scoring, sir.
and
You have
friend,
to read the room.
cousin, I agree with you. I do think Lamont likes to fight because, and
He
like
does.
friend said, people thought like that. It was a knock. I don't know. It was weird. I don't know what it was, but he never had. He got wobbled a few times, but it wasn't like he got
He
a
wasn't
chin
hurt.
on him, man. If he
Yeah,
would have he would have boxed him, started boxing him early. He let him get too far ahead on the points. Them judges were swayed by that crowd.
that the judges were definitely swayed by the crowd, and Lamont to me won the fight going away. The back half was his, no questions asked, and he won at least 3 of them first 6 rounds, in my opinion. In my opinion, but because the crowd was the crowd, and I tweeted this that last night. If this fight was in anywhere else, was anywhere else other than San Antonio, Texas, Lamont Roach wins this fight, and it's not even a question, because this is the thing. People really don't understand that boxing is scored round by round. He had a knockdown scored, I think, in round 3. People just acting like they don't remember that the ref took a fucking point from Pitbull Cruz for the dick punching. Now,
They
granted,
forgot about that,
they
friend.
did. They forgot about it. Granted, when he took the point, the punch was in the back, but he had been dick punching all night long. He had been fighting dirty all night long. You headbutting. You doing a lot of stuff.
And you know what? The crazy thing about it is, he was trying to do Rayo like that too. But Rayo boxed him to where he stopped him from doing that dirty shit. But he was dick punching Rayo too, if you remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
He's
was
a dirt. He is Jack Catterall in Mexico.
little old bitty self.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So people act like that didn't negate those things, those two fouls, that foul and that knockdown, they offset. So we can just take those rounds away. If we take them 2 rounds away and we doing a 10-round fight, Lamont Roach wins that fight. Easy. 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 This is why we score rounds, not just what your total feeling is of the fight. We score round by round. You add those rounds up, to me, it wasn't even close. And I haven't watched it back yet. But being in there, I know it wasn't close because he sucked the life out of the crowd, y'all. He sucked the life out of that crowd. They knew Pitbull had lost. They tried to save face and boo the draw, but they knew goddamn well Pitbull had lost that fight. They knew. They knew. They were happy with the performance because he never stopped trying, but he lost that damn fight. He definitely lost that fight. And this is 2 times that the PBC has stiffed Lamont Roach with a draw. Go ahead, friend.
Now, you know me, I love a good conspiracy, but I love the fact that the people from the PBC want to work with me. So I'm going to keep this light. And I know boxing is a crazy fucking business. Them 2 draws ain't coming for no reason.
What that mean, friend? I'm gonna
I
read the
think
super chat, and I want you to
I'm
put it
just, I think
in
he's stuck.
thank you, LT86 He says that Lamont left had the pit wagging. Yeah, he was wagging. Yeah, he was wagging. He was. He just got a nice poker face, but he was getting tatted up. And see, that's a lot of people say that's Lamont's ceiling. I don't think so. Y'all really think people can't get better? We're not talking about over the hill fighters. We're talking about fighters in their prime. You learn something with each fight you have. You should. You're supposed to. I think he's a good enough fighter to learn from that and keep it moving. And really, there's really not much. I don't want to say not much from him to learn for him to learn, but he won those 2 fights, y'all. Let's just keep it a book. Let's keep it a stat. What y'all say? Let me say what I say. We just gonna keep it real. He won those last 2 fights. He beat Pitbull. He beat Tank Davis. He just wasn't supposed to. So it's hard for the PBC to get at man what he earned. He earned victories. Hard fought ones, but he earned victories. And that's the part about boxing that pisses me off, because if it were anybody else, if these were 2 PBC fighters, he would get the W. In my opinion, that's just me. But I've heard a lot of different boxers, a lot of different people talk about, Texas, the judges in Texas being janky. Just something I had never heard that before. But once this happened, I heard that. So I'm like, yeah, well, maybe there's something to that. I don't know. And then, yes, Junior, on top of that, him getting draws, on top of that, with him moving to 140, they stripped him of his belt at 130. So now he out here. Pitbull keeps the interim. Now where does he go? What does he do? What's next for Lamont Roach? Does he go back to 35? Does he go to 40? He's in if he stay at 40, it's major work.
Whatever it'll be a PBC fight. And I know a lot of you fighters, y'all watch these channels, and I'm speaking to you now not as the comedian that you have loved to watch. I'm speaking to you as the business person when it comes to this stuff. You must get somebody to read your contract from the first word to the last word, every single word. Every single word in the contract must be read. These contracts are not made for you guys. They know y'all don't read anything.
That you have to have representation, proper representation. I'll just say that.
Or
And
even if you don't want to go get you, even if you one of them and you don't want to do that, get you somebody that's going to be capable of delivering the things that you need to hear to you in a way that you would be able to understand them.
yeah,
You need to know what you're getting yourself involved in.
into
They don't. These words that you will confuse you. That's what they are designed to do. Confuse you. That's the point of a contract, is to bind you into a confusing situation with your legal name in it.
yeah. And this is why all of you boxers should have legal representation that is not attached to the promotional company that you fight for. Someone that does not have any interest in the promotional company that you fight for. Okay, with the purse that you've earned thus far, put some ducats aside to go get you a sports attorney that has nothing to do with the promotional company that you fight for, who is your attorney. Okay,
You
just
also, it's a
we gonna
must.
stop giving free game, man.
Listen, I'm willing to give you a little bit of game if you're gonna use it. My thing is this, from somebody that didn't had to like really sit and go through this stuff. It is important that your team and your legal team especially is correct. Your legal team is going to save you in a lot of rainy days that you wouldn't be able. Also, you fighters, you need to understand something. Your job is to be extremely ready. Do not leave anything to anybody to make a decision for you, including the judges.
If you can help it.
You can help it.
You know what? I don't subscribe to that as far as, because what you're saying, what it sounds like you're saying is you have to take matters into your own hands. And if you, like, everybody has to end the fight in a knockout.
Not
I
necessarily ended in a knockout, friend. I'm saying just period. You need to start strong, finish strong. If you start slow, y'all need to get that out y'all spirit. Starting slow shouldn't even be really a thing because it's gonna put you in a situation where you fuck yourself. Because when you start slow, you're getting down on the cards every round that you're still slow. You need to be in the back warming up. So you will come into the ring and you already ready. You got a little sweat on you a little bit. You already ready to get out there and get business. We already know the first round, 2 rounds are a fill out round, not with a fighter like Pitbull. You don't get a fill out round with him. He's coming at you from round one. He
this
wants
is
to get
true.
you out from round one. You need to have a game plan from round fucking one. Y'all must have not watched nothing. Cause me as a fan know what type of fighter. Y'all don't watch tape. We heard that a lot this week.
Which was so surprising.
Very surprising. And that's not the first time I've heard it, but we're hearing it more often. Y'all don't watch no tape.
I was shocked to hear that. Now, we don't have footage. We didn't do a lot of interviews, but like I said, we were back in the back, rubbing elbows, shaking and moving, and having conversations. And so, once I get to asking questions, I'm gonna ask the questions. And so I was very shocked to hear the way people prepare, the different ways people prepare. And I just thought it was I thought it was a given that, somebody on the team would be watching film of the opposition. But a lot of people really don't do that. A lot of trainers really don't do that. A lot of boxers really don't do that. If you listen to boxers, you will realize that a lot of boxers are not boxing fans. Like, they don't watch the sport the way we watch the sport. They don't really know other boxers like that. They don't know their tendencies. They don't know what they do. It's very intriguing, because I never would have thought. But I guess it's like what we do. We do boxing YouTube, but we don't watch everybody. And we're not really in competition with nobody, so we don't feel the need to do so. So maybe that's the same thing they feel. But I just thought it was very interesting to hear trainers and behind the scene people, how they approach getting ready for fights differently. Very interesting stuff. Yeah, that we heard off the record. Anyway, I see a little back and forth going on in the channel, in the comments about Lamont Roach and why they gave him the draw. And Sticks and Jabs feels like they gave him the draw so that he won't have to rematch Tank. And shout out to Ariana. She was like, no, that's not true. They have the fight. She says that they're going to rematch. The question is when. And I think, Ariana, are you talking about Roach rematching Tank, or are you talking about Roach rematching
Cruz?
Cruz?
They got that immediate shit. That's
so.
Pause. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, because this is the thing. Tank that already told us he not fighting.
No.
Lamont
But didn't
Roach.
they say? Didn't they?
And
Tank.
Lamont and Pitbull just agreed, sitting there at the press conference after the fight, that they were gonna that they wanted both to have an immediate rematch. So in my mind, that pretty much solidifies the cancellation of any Tank and Roach rematch.
No. Because that's not what I heard. I thought that Tank and something with the Lamont rematch they were doing. Didn't they say something about having an immediate rematch?
With who?
Tank and Lamont.
That's what was said initially, but then we found
but
out
they're
he was
also
fighting Jake
saying
Paul.
initially. They also saying initially this is supposed to be.
I think we'll see the Lamont and Pitbull rematch before we ever see a Tank.
I don't want to see that no more.
I don't want to see Pitbull either. I don't want to see that Pitbull either. The contract, that's what the big shebang was about, Ariana. Do you remember on Twitter when before Tank disappeared, he said he was upset with Lamont Roach, and he was like he give it basically, I give it and I take it away. I'm not finna fight him. He not finna get no payday off of me. That's what that came from Tank's fingers. That's what Lamont had been saying this entire time, and people have been calling him a liar. He said that Tank activated the rematch clause, then he pulled out of it. He pulled out of it to fight Jake Paul, and people were saying, well, we understand why he did that because it's a big payday, and I get it. Any of
How
us
do you pull out of no?
This is why he's fighting Pitbull, because he said the PBC made it right for him.
Do you know what happened if Frank signed a contract and pull out of it?
Frank ain't Tank.
No. But see, no. Lamont, I don't know if you're watching this, and I hope Lamont's people is watching this. Take them fuckers to court right now. Do it next week while you're working on your hand. Take them to court.
That's what I'm telling you, friend. I think he went ahead and decided to waive that. And whatever they offered him to fight Pitbull, that's why I said that earlier in the show. Whatever they offered him to fight Pitbull, they made it worth his time. But I think they thought he was going to get beat by Pitbull, and that would be the end of Lamont Roach. But it didn't happen like that. And he fought him so well that they couldn't completely cheat him. Same way with Tank. They couldn't completely cheat him. So we'll give you the draw so it doesn't hurt you. But Lamont was never supposed to be in this situation. He was never supposed to be here. He is the epitome of, I'm going to put my toe in the dough and I'm going to bum rush that hoe. I'm going to bust down off in that bitch. That's what he has done with the PBC. And because of that paperwork, He was able to finagle this fight with Pitbull Cruz and get whatever because if y'all notice, they haven't talked about no money. They haven't talked about any money. But Lamont Roach has said several times that the PBC made it right. I've heard him say that on several interviews. So, I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't put, it does. They say I hate Tank, so I don't want to say nothing disparaging about him, but it just is odd how we haven't seen him. You've been 0 dark 30, but you pop out, you pull in a Shakur when it comes to Oshaki. You pop out on Twitter where he gets a draw with Pitbull Cruz. Sir, we haven't seen or heard high or low from you. It's a whole bunch of stuff you could be addressing other than this man getting a draw. But that's what you come out to talk about? Sir, spare me. Spare me. It was. He was given that fight because they had to give him something, Ariana, because he had a contract with them. He had a contract with them. And they said, you know what, let me give it Pitbull. Keep in mind, he's moving up. He went to 140 to fight Pitbull. It was not designed for Lamont to be successful. But he said, fuck that. I'm going to be. And he did so well that they couldn't completely cheat him. They had to give the draw. That was the very least they could do. Just saying. Yeah, I'm waiting on that documentary too, Bullet. That's say, man, say. I ain't gonna say too much about it, but I just found it interesting that he decided to crawl up from under the hole, and get to slandering folks, fans and fighters on Twitter the way only he can. Sir, where's the documentary? Shout out to Lamont Roach though, because for somebody whose back was against the wall, he did what he did. He did that. And you're not going to be able to knock everybody out. When you go up in competition and you fighting good people, that's what the judges are there for. They're supposed to do their goddamn job and do it right. So shout out to him because he made it so convincing that they couldn't completely cheat him. They had to give him a draw. But I'm interested to see where he goes from here because he did make it known that he broke his hand. Or he thinks he broke his hand. At the worst, he hurt his hand. And so he's going to have to recover from that. And one last thing that I will say about the cantankerous one, while he's been, blowing up Twitter today, I did see where he made a statement about, well, he didn't make a statement. He just put the finger paint emoji. Somebody asked him about fighting Manny Pacquiao. And that was the response. How y'all feel about Tank fighting Manny Pacquiao? I just want to know, friend, because Tank is your guy. You like Tank.
I'll turn his TV off. I'll turn his TV off. I mean that. Don't piss me off tonight. The way I'd be upset. The way that the tankaholics would be over here calling me and telling me how they're gonna go live on their channel to tell me about myself, because the way.
But it's Manny Pacquiao. It's A division. Manny Pacquiao.
He got a Manny Pacquiao just posted a picture the other day of him, his wife, and his first grandchild. If y'all don't get the fuck out of my face trying to make Manny Pacquiao a legit contender, leave me alone. Leave me be.
Well, we're going to get on up out of here because we ran a little long today. I just thought I'd put that out there because I did see it. My eyeballs did come across it. Now, I don't know if he's deleted it or not. or not, because y'all know, but he been on fire today. So if y'all haven't been on Twitter, you might want to go over there and see what's left of the tweets that the cantankerous one has put out today, because he been telling, he been on y'all's ass. He don't like y'all fans. So he been on y'all ass and, saying crazy stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I also saw a funny tweet that Errol Spence Jr. put out. He put that tweet out, face of Tim Bradley, who was kissing that tree, and he said he this close to coming back. So maybe we'll see Errol Spence Jr. in 2026 next year. I don't know. Stephen Fulton can maybe take a little piece of his playbook and kind of like maybe stay in a little bit of shape, because EJ ain't been out a lot, but he been out a couple of these last few fights, and he's been in decent looking shape. He's not overweight, and I know he can be a fat boy when he want to be too, but seems like he didn't kept his weight down a little bit. So we'll see what happens for him in 2026. He say he this close to coming back. We'll see what that's about. You want to close us out, friend?
Yes. Good evening from the damn winner's circle. I mean that all the way around. Good evening from the winner's circle. It feels good to be back in the W. It feels good to get on and hear my voice and see my brother's name in the mentions, baby. We did it. We back. The Queens of Boxing PR is a real thing. Me and my friend have really been in our bag in 2025. 2026 is only up from here. We got our Christmas show coming. We got our year-end show coming. So we have a few things, y'all. We love a good celebration. So if y'all ain't going out for New Year's, come on through and we gonna do our New Year's thing like we normally do every year, jizzles and bells and all that. So we'll see y'all back on Friday. Friday, we'll see you back.
We'll be back on Friday. Shout out to Jai Opataya. We didn't talk about him because he had an early fight Saturday morning, but he got the 8th round knockout. Okay. Listen, who is competition for Jai Opataya up there? I don't know. Yeah, well, nobody. My friend say Keith Sweat. Nobody.
They ain't got enough cocaine up there to fuck with him, man.
I'm gonna read this super chat and we're gonna get on up out of here. LT816, he say it's crazy how Manny got a belt in 8 divisions, but never unified. Isn't that wild? Isn't that kind of wild? Now that's a stat for your ass, ain't it? Interesting. Shout out to Frank the Ghost Martin, coming back after a long layoff, knocking off some rust and knocking out Rance's Bartholomew. Shout out to all the winners last night. Jesus Ramos. Shout out to Erislandy Lara. Shout out to Oshaki Foster. That was the fight of the night, in my opinion. And shout out to Pitbull Cruz, but a big shout out to Lamont Roach for coming behind enemy lines and still doing his thug thizzle. Okay. In my eyes, he won that fight, but he was given another draw. And I can't wait to see what's next for him. I hope he gets well. I hope that injured hand gets better. Hope he doesn't need surgery or anything like that. But we'll see. We got boxing, y'all. I think that was the biggest card of this month. We'll hang tight, close out this year, and baby, we got a big one at the end of January. Okay, so y'all stay tuned, stay tapped in. Thank you so much. Prototype Ish came through with the $7. He said, great live. Thanks for the recap. Thanks for the work you've put into the sport and continue to put in. We appreciate that. We really do. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Hit that like button on your way out, and we'll see y'all on Friday. Have a great one. Peace.